Hi everybody, this is Dr. Daulton from Hammond Chiropractic, and I'm making a series of videos today from home. I guess I'm being kind of lazy, but welcome to my home. I wanted to give you an update in this video on our weight loss program because we're going to be making some big changes with it this year, and I just want to make everybody aware of it. Now, those of you who know us and who have been to the office, you know that about 3 years ago we started offering a technology called a contour light. And the contour light, it's really impressive for helping people lose weight quickly. And the way that it works is that it's an infrared technology. And when we put these pads on people that has the infrared built into it, but the infrared is set at a very specific frequency. And what that does is it causes the fat cells directly under the skin to eliminate their contents. So the fat cells shrink and it happens instantly. And it's a really cool thing because when a person comes in for the very first time, what we do is we measure them first, and then we do the treatment, and then we take measurements immediately afterwards. And everybody across the board loses at least 2 inches of fat instantly. Like, it's just the coolest thing that you've ever seen. However, we've learned a few things over the years, and I wanted to make our program even better than what it already is. We've helped a ton of people with this technology. It's grown really quickly. We even have 3 machines running now. I mean, it's a very popular service in our office, but I wanted to help more people. And what we've learned is that there are 2 types of people that utilize our contour light. The first one is somebody who is already fit. So somebody who is already in pretty good shape, but they may have a particular problem area. So maybe they have a little bit of a stomach that they just can't get rid of. Or maybe they have some saggy skin under their arms, or maybe some cellulite in the legs or in the butt. We can help all of those things with the contour light, and those are the easy people because what we find is that when we do a series of treatments with it, the contour light is very effective at helping people with those types of things. But the second type of patient that comes to us is somebody who wants to lose a decent amount of weight. So maybe 20 pounds or more is what they're looking to lose. And although the contour light is amazing for instant weight loss, it's only addressing the superficial layer of fat, which is directly under the skin. There's another layer of fat that's deeper within the body that the contour light cannot get to. And if you're looking to lose a really good amount of weight, we have to address that deeper layer of fat. And so we're limited as far as what we can do with the contour light. So what I've done is I've created a 4-step process that we utilize with our patients who want to lose a good amount of weight that's going to help you lose the weight very quickly, but it's also going to be done in a natural way. There will be no medications, no surgeries required for this to work. We're also going to help you even though you're going to be losing weight quickly. One of the things that can happen when you lose weight quickly is that you can be left with loose, saggy skin or stretch marks. And so we're going to eliminate that. We're going to make sure that you're not left with that by the end of the time that you lose the weight that you want to lose. But more importantly, we're going to help you to make it easier to make a lifestyle change so that your results will last. You know, the biggest thing that we see with people who lose weight, no matter how you do it, is that if you don't make a change in your lifestyle, you're going to gain that weight back. I've even had patients, I think it's a misconception that if you have liposuction and a tummy tuck, and if you go through some kind of surgery, that you're just going to be skinny for forever. And that's not the case. I've seen so many people who have gone through those types of procedures and they gain all the weight back because nothing changes for that person. And you have to be ready to make a change in order for this to work for you. However, we can make those changes much easier. And that's what our 4 steps are designed to do. So our first step in helping a person lose a considerable amount of weight with those conditions is we're going to utilize the contour light to help jumpstart the process for you. All right. So you're going to use the contour light that's going to help you lose that initial 10 to 15 pounds. It's also going to be really important because with the contour light, it's toning and tightening the skin at the same time. So you're not going to be left with the stretch marks and the loose skin and all of that we would see if you were to lose weight quickly any other way. So the contour light is a really important part of this process. And if you're interested in that, the very first step is calling our office and making an appointment to experience that. We have a special going on at all times. It's $49. You can come in, you can do the treatment for the first time. We'll measure you before and after so you can see the result instantly. And then we'll talk about what your options are as far as continuing that. So the contour light is our first step in helping to speed the process up, but also to eliminate the loose, saggy skin that you could be left with afterwards. The second step is that we have to address your diet and your exercise habits. I don't care what you've heard. There is no quick, easy way to lose weight, especially if you're wanting to maintain that weight loss. You have to make a lifestyle change. However, we can make that process so much easier for you. I've teamed up with a company called Trifecta Nutrition, which I actually use personally. I love it. It's a food prep service. They deliver meals to your door each week, and these meals are all organic. They're all healthy. You have different programs that you can choose from, depending on what kind of food you like to eat. And the nice thing about it is that it is all calorie controlled. So on each meal that you get, they have the calories listed so you know what you're taking in. Also, if you're somebody who likes to count your macros, maybe you're an athlete and that's important to you. I used to do CrossFit, and I know that all of the people at the CrossFit gym were counting macros. But all of the macros are listed on each of these meals so you know exactly what you're getting each time. Now, in addition to that, and by the way, talking about Trifecta, so what I've done is I've partnered up with them, and they've been very generous. They've allowed anybody that signs up through our office to get a 40% discount on the first week of meals. And if you go to the website that I'll have listed on the video here, you can sign up for that, whether you're a patient or not. So if you're interested in getting that 40% discount, you can go ahead and use that link, and they can get you set up with that if that's something that you're interested in trying. So I like that. It makes the meal prep part very easy for me. I'm a very busy person, and I don't have time to cook. I don't like cooking. So this is a good solution for me, and it's really helped me quite a bit as far as controlling that. The other thing in this area that we want to talk about is exercise. I don't care what you do, but you need to start getting more active in one way, shape, or form. Now, for those of you who know me well, you know that I actually used to be 80 pounds heavier. And this was 11 years ago that I started my weight loss journey. I've lost a lot of weight. I've kept it off for a long period of time. And my goals are very different now because I no longer am looking to lose weight. I'm looking more to build muscle, which is a whole different ballgame, to be honest with you. But at the time, I knew that I needed to start exercising. However, I didn't want to go to a gym. I was very heavy. I didn't know what to do at a gym. And I felt like people would judge me there. I felt like people would make fun of me. And so I was afraid. So what I thought about at the time was, what could I do that I think I would enjoy? Because if I didn't enjoy it, I knew that I probably wouldn't continue with it. So one thing that popped in my head was Zumba. I thought Zumba looked like it could be fun. But once again, I didn't want to go to a class with a bunch of people because I was too embarrassed. So I bought some videos and I just did it at home. And I started off at the beginning, and I couldn't make it through 10 minutes of those classes. It was very hard for me because I was so out of shape. But I kept with it because I did enjoy it. And so eventually I could do an hour-long class with no problem. And then my fitness goals have changed over the years. And, I got to the point where I did CrossFit for 3 years, which was one of the most challenging things I've ever done, but also one of the best things that I ever did for my health. And now I lift weights. I go to the gym very regularly. So it's become a part of my lifestyle. But I want you to think about, what can you do activity-wise or exercise-wise that you would enjoy enough that you would continue with. And I want to encourage you to do that. Go ahead and make a decision and start with that and stick with it for a while, okay? So that is step number 2, is getting our diet and exercise under control. The easy diet trick is signing up with Trifecta Nutrition and having somebody else make the meals for you, basically, all right? Number 3 is we want to talk about some nutritional supplements that we can utilize that will speed the weight loss process up for you. In my office, I work with a company called First Form for all of our nutrition supplements. It's a very well-known company within the athletic community. They make really high-quality supplements, just all kinds of supplements they make, and they're all fantastic. But we utilize 2 nutritional supplements in particular in the office that speeds up the weight loss process. The first one is called Thyroid Drive. Now, this does not have any stimulants in it, which was really important to me. I didn't want my patients taking a supplement that was high in caffeine because there are a lot of negative health effects that can happen from taking those types of supplements. So Thyroid Drive has no stimulants in it, but what it does is it provides nutrition for the thyroid gland, which helps the thyroid gland function at its optimum. And what the thyroid gland does is it produces hormones that control our metabolism. So we can easily increase your metabolism and help you burn more calories through the day without having to do anything for it. And that's what the Thyroid Drive supplement will do for a person. The second supplement that we utilize is one called Core 21. And Core 21 is taken at night, and what it does is it limits the amount of cortisol, which is another hormone. It limits the amount of cortisol that's being produced by the body. And cortisol is the stress hormone. There are some good things about it, but there are also some really bad things about it. And one of the negative effects that cortisol has on the body is that while we sleep, it causes the body to store fat around the abdomen. So if you struggle with getting rid of this supplement can actually help you quite a bit, because what it'll do is it'll limit the production of cortisol overnight, and it stops the body from adding extra fat to the abdominal area. So it makes a huge difference for our weight loss patients. And those supplements you do have to get in the office. You can't just order them. I mean, you could order them, from First Form's website, but we've been allowed to give a better discount to you. So I would strongly recommend that if you're interested in those, you come into the office and ask about those, or you can call. They can give you information over the phone about it too if you're interested in that. The fourth and the final step is we want to address emotional eating, because really what all of this comes down to is that we have to think differently in order for us to do something different in order to help our weight loss process along. And we utilize a technology called Brain Tap. I have a whole video about this and a whole page on my website about Brain Tap, so you can learn about it there. But what the Brain Tap can do is it can help change the way that your brain thinks about emotional eating. So it's going to help you limit eating when you shouldn't be eating, and eating the snacks when we're bored and when we're stressed and when we're upset and when we're happy, right? We eat for it, and believe me, I understand you. I have been where you are. I'm still on that journey with you. It is a daily thing for me, but we can help control that emotional eating by utilizing Brain Tap. Now, if you're interested in the Contour Light or in the nutritional supplements, call us up at the office. You do have to come into the office to utilize those two things. However, if you're just interested in, looking into Trifecta Nutrition, or if you want to look into the Brain Tap, you can do that all from our website. You don't even have to be a patient in the office, and you can take advantage of the special discounts that I've obtained for my patients and my followers for those companies. All right? Well, anyways, I hope you thought that was interesting. I hope it was helpful for you. And thank you so much for spending your time with me watching this video today. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a great day.